This budget SUV just embarrassed expensive cars. Cherry Tiggo X is crazy. Alright, I need you to hear this before you judge. Because what if I told you there's a compact SUV that looks modern, feels premium in some trims, packs insane features for the money, and is priced so aggressively that it makes some Western cars look questionable? Yeah, that's the Cherry Tiggo X. And before you roll your eyes, hold up, because this is not one of those cheap and basic cars you're thinking about. This thing is part of that new wave of Chinese SUVs that are slowly making people in the US go, wait, why is this actually good? So yeah, today we're breaking it all down. And trust me, you might end up questioning what you're paying for your current car. So smash that like button, subscribe to NextGear Reviews, and let's talk about the SUV that's punching way above its price tag. Let's start with the exterior, because first impressions matter, and the Tiggo X is trying to look way more expensive than it is. From the front, you get a bold grille design that immediately grabs attention. It's large, patterned, and styled to give that premium SUV face, even if you know it's budget-friendly underneath. The headlights are sleek and sharp, usually LED depending on trim, and they stretch into the body lines in a way that makes the front look wider and more modern. The bumper has aggressive cuts and sporty detailing, with air intake styling that gives it a slightly athletic personality. It's not trying to be a luxury SUV, but it's definitely trying to look like it belongs in the same parking lot. Now move to the side profile, and this is where things get interesting. The proportions are clean and compact, perfect for city driving. You've got a slightly raised stance, roof rails for that adventure SUV vibe, and sharp character lines running across the doors. The wheels vary depending on trim, but even the base ones are styled to look modern, not basic steelies. Door handles are simple but functional, and the window line has a slight upward kick at the rear, giving it a bit of sportiness. From certain angles, it honestly gives slight vibes of something like a Hyundai Kona, which is not a bad comparison at all. Now the rear design is clean and practical. LED-style tail lamps, a simple tailgate design, and a rear bumper that focuses more on durability than flashiness. It's not trying to win design awards, it's trying to look modern, affordable, and slightly more premium than its price tag. And honestly, it works. But here's the teaser, because the real surprise is inside. Now let's talk powertrain. The Tiggo X is typically offered with small, efficient petrol engines depending on market. Nothing crazy, but tuned for daily driving and fuel economy. You're looking at compact displacement engines designed for city use, smooth acceleration, and low running costs. No, it's not a race car, but it's also not pretending to be one. It's built for daily commuting, school runs, work drives, and fuel-efficient mobility. Some markets may also get mild hybrid tech depending on region, improving efficiency even more. So think of it like this: calm, reliable, and cheap to run. Now safety, because budget doesn't mean unsafe anymore. The Tiggo X comes with a reinforced body structure, multiple airbags depending on trim, and modern driver assistance systems in higher variants. You can expect features like lane departure warning, rear parking sensors, stability control, hill assist, and emergency braking support in upgraded versions. And while official ratings can vary by market, Chery has been improving global safety standards across its lineup in recent years. Translation: this isn't a bare minimum safety car anymore. Now let's get into the interior, because this is where people usually get surprised. You open the door and immediately realize something. This is not the cheap plastic interior you expect from a budget SUV stereotype. It's actually decent. The dashboard design is modern and layered, with a floating style infotainment screen depending on trim level. The digital cluster gives it a tech-forward feel, even if the graphics are simple. Materials are a mix of hard plastics and soft touch areas, but the design does a good job of hiding the budget feel. And honestly, layout matters more than people think, and this one is all thought out. Seats are comfortable for daily use, with decent cushioning and enough adjustment for average drivers. Higher trims may offer leather-style upholstery, which instantly upgrades the cabin feel. Now tech, that's where things get interesting. You get smartphone connectivity, Bluetooth, USB ports, and infotainment controls that are simple and easy to use. Nothing overly complicated. No, you need a tutorial to turn on AC nonsense. Climate controls are usually physical or hybrid digital depending on version, which is honestly a relief, because sometimes simple just works better. Cabin storage is practical too. Cup holders, door bins, center console space, all designed for real-world use. Now here's the fun part. Even though it's a budget SUV, it still tries to give you that modern car feeling, and for a lot of buyers, that's enough. Now size and practicality. This is a compact SUV, so it's perfect for city life. Seating for 5, though realistically 4 adults will be the most comfortable setup. Rear seats are usable with decent legroom for the segment, and headroom is good thanks to the upright design. Trunk space is practical for groceries, luggage, and daily errands. Fold the seats down and you get extra flexibility for bigger items. It's not a family van, but it does family duty without stress. Perfect for students, small families, or first-time SUV buyers. Now, the price reveal. This is where things get interesting, because after everything you've heard, modern design, decent tech, practical layout, you're probably expecting something mid-range. But no, In many markets, the Chery Tiggo X is priced aggressively in the budget SUV category, often competing with entry-level compact crossovers and even undercutting some Western rivals like the Toyota Corolla Cross. And that's the shock, because you're getting SUV styling, modern tech, and usable space for a price that makes you rethink your options completely. So here's the question. Would you take the Chery Tiggo X or spend more on something like a Toyota Corolla Cross or a Hyundai Kona? Be honest. Drop your answer below because I already know this comment section is going to get interesting. And honestly, watching this from the US, it's kind of crazy how fast budget SUVs from China are leveling up. They're not just cheap alternatives anymore. They're becoming actual options. So what do you think? Smart budget SUV or just too good to be true? Drop your thoughts, smash that like button if this surprised you, and don't forget to subscribe to NextGear Reviews because next time we're looking at another car that might make you question your entire garage. And trust me, you don't want to miss that.